channel. I'm RishaaMariee. And I know y'all used to seeing me on Wednesday. And doing hair videos. But for the month of March, I've been trying to just test something out of doing 2 videos a week, and I decided on Sundays. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with Sundays. I don't even know if I'm gonna stick with 2 videos a week. It's just something I'm testing, I'm trying out just to see how things work for me. But one of the ideas I had for these videos was Sunday sessions, and in Sunday sessions I talk about different topics, or whatever the case may be, whether it's something super serious or super lighthearted, you know, whether it's the shade room gossip or some motivational tips and words of encouragement. Whatever it may be, that's what will happen in Sunday sessions. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about something that is constantly on my mind, something that I'm always having like little chats with my friends about, and that's about sticking the course, staying the course. The title of this video, you already read it, is of course why you shouldn't give up. Now, I know a lot of people are probably looking at this video and they're like, girl, who are you to tell me why I shouldn't give up on something? You don't even know me. You're right, I don't. But I know myself, and I know I've been there before. I know I'm in and out of there. I know I be knocking on that door every other week. Like, honey, we all have been there. We all be wanting to give up. We be over it, you know? So I can easily talk about that, you feel me? One of the main reasons why individual, including myself, including you, whoever's watching this video, whatever your goal is, whatever you aspire in life, or whatever you're working on right now, it doesn't even have to be something that's so deep and so drawn out. It could be school, it could be a driving test, it could be you learning how to cook that certain meal that keep on burning up in the oven. Whatever the case may be, why you shouldn't give up on it, or why you shouldn't stop, is because you don't want to live to be 40, 50, 60, 70, however long you live on this earth, and then realize and sit back with all this regret in your heart. Take a minute with me. Imagine you're 50, 60 years old, right? And you've lived a good life. You've enjoyed your life. And then you run into another individual, they're 50, 60. And you find out that that individual is doing exactly what you gave up on 20, 30 years ago. And they're successful at it. And you're just stuck because you're like, man, that could have been me. Because now it's rotating back and forth in your head, and you're like, dang, that was what I was trying to do. That could have been me, you know? So then you have a conversation with that individual, right? Y'all sitting down, y'all chopping it up, ooh, y'all going back and forth, back and forth. Finally ask that individual, how did you get to this point in your life? You know, I was trying to do exactly what you did. How did you get there? And they like, man, I just never gave up. I kept going. And that's everybody's story. Anybody that has ever had a dream or a passion or a goal or anything is like, I never gave up. I just kept trying until something clicked, right? And they tell you the story. Maybe theirs is a little more expanded on. They tell you this story and they go about it, right? And then you're feeling a little comfortable in the conversation. You finally interject and you say,
man, I tried it for 10 years and it never hit. I tried it for 15 years, it never hit for me, so I just gave up.
And they chuckle, they kind of laugh to themselves, and you like, I'm vulnerable right now. Why you laughing at me? Why you laughing at me? I'm trying to tell you what happened. I tried it, right? And they laugh and they tell you, I'm only laughing because I did it for 15 years. The year 16 is when it hit for me. Or I did it for 10 years. The year 11 is when it really jumped off for me. And it's been smooth sailing ever since. The thing is, you don't know when you're going to get it. Just like a kid. You're teaching them how to ride the bike. They keep falling, they keep falling, they keep falling. Is you going to tell your kid, man, you just ain't getting it. You done fell off this bike like 50, 60 times. Let's just go in the house. No, you're going to tell the kid to keep doing it, because once you learn how to ride this bike, you are going to love it. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to see why I kept pushing you to get back and forth on this bike. They're going to see the purpose in not giving up. And that's the crazy thing. We teach kids never to give up. We teach them, don't give up on school. Don't give up on trying to learn this. Don't give up on trying to learn that. But as adults, we be so quick to give up. It's like, we give the excuse of, I'm grown, I got too much going on, I ain't got time to keep trying at this and it ain't working. Whatever the case may be, we give up so easily, especially my generation. I'm sorry, my generation and the generations younger than me, we be quick to give up on everything. It don't matter. We could have tried it for a week and it didn't pop off. We over it. We moving on to the next. Somebody gave you a blueprint. And on that blueprint, it told you, guess what? In year 12 is going to be the year that your business pop off. That's going to be the year that you make 1 million orders. That's going to be the year that you have your $1 million year. Or guess what? If you keep going on the 5th time that you try that dish, that's going to be the dish that's going to be perfection. It's not going to be burned. You're not going to have no problems with it if you keep going. But we keep trying to give up. And I'm a person of that too. Like every other week I be talking about giving up. Whether it's YouTube, a job, whatever the case may be. But the thing is, I've seen the results of me keeping going, staying the course when I want to give up. I've seen the results, whether it's school, whether it's driving, driving, whatever the case may be. I've seen the results of going. If you keep going, it can't get much worse. If you feel like you're at rock bottom right now, if you study the course, where else can you go but up? So staying the course and keeping it moving, you're going to be so proud of yourself when it finally hits, because you're like, yo, I weathered the storm to get to this. And nobody can take that from you because nobody gave it to you. It wasn't spoon-fed to you. You kept it going on your own and you got there. My biggest thing, I always think about this whenever I make any decision. Am I hurting anybody? Am I stopping anybody from eating? Then I flip it around to myself. Am I hurting myself by doing this? Am I stopping myself from eating? And the third one, most importantly, am I hurting God? Am I hurting my relationship with Him by doing this? And if the answer is no, what is your point in trying to stop? If you enjoy it, if you love it, if it's something that you're passionate about, why give it up? It's so many times, a lot of the times why we give up on things is fear. We're scared of what people are going to say. We're scared of how we look. We're scared of what others' opinions or thoughts may be of what we're doing. Who cares? Because guess what? They're going to laugh at you while you're doing it. They're going to laugh at you once you quit. And they're going to be laughing very unhappily when you win it. Because that's just what haters do. That's what they do. That's what they're here for. That's why they have a name. They laugh and they feel uncomfortable and they make fun of things they don't understand. It's ignorance. So what are you quitting for? If you enjoy doing something, whatever it may be, maybe you have a business idea and you really, really believe in this idea, you're passionate about it, you enjoy working towards making this business get off the ground. You finally launch it and it doesn't work out. Why would you give up? You spent all this time, you enjoyed the process. So keep going through the process. Failure is a part of the process as well. Winning is not the only position in that process. You have to fail, you have to try again, you have to fail, you have to try again. And when you win, it's like you actually have a story to tell then. Nobody wants to hear the story of the person that says, yo, I tried it one day and I made $1 million. That's not an interesting story. Nobody wants to hear that. You know what story is interesting? The person that tried, that failed, they tried something else, they went back, they studied, they readjusted their thing, they tried again, maybe it didn't work out that well, but it didn't really fail, then they tried again, then they won. That's the story that's interesting. The people that, like Taraji P. Henson, when she went out to California with like $200 in her son, she knew that she was gonna make it happen. Tyler Perry's story of how he slept in cars and had a horrible childhood. Steve Harvey of how he was washing up in hotel bathrooms and trying to get to different gigs and get money. Those are the stories that's interesting. If it's something you're passionate about, you should never give up on it, because if you find joy in doing it, it doesn't matter if you win or if you reach that $1 million sale or that $1 million week. It doesn't really matter if that ever happens, because you find joy in what you're doing. Of course, we all want to see profit from things that we do. Of course, that's something that we all want to see. But the thing is, if you love doing it, it's eventually going to take off. It has to. I've never seen someone that loves something that they do, they give it their all, they keep it going, they try for years, and it just never works. I have heard stories about people that have all those things in common and they do it for years and then they finally pop off, but nobody can tell you how long it's going to take for you to get there. Nobody's going to tell you, oh, this person's going to talk about you, or this person's not going to support you. And that's another thing. That's a really quick, I want to touch on that before I finish this video. That's another thing. When your friends or your friends and your family, whatever the case may be, when they're not supporting what you're doing, hey, honey, like, that's a tough pill to swallow. I'm not gonna lie. That hurts. That's something that bothers you. But at the end of the day, those people are not gonna be your first customers. Those people are not gonna be the ones that make a difference whether or not you win or lose. It may take you a little longer to get there because you don't have their support, but guess what? You still gonna get there. So, hey, sometimes you just gotta let that stuff go in the wind. They not supporting you. They're not on your side. Who cares? And a lot of times those same people that's not supporting you, they're not on your side, it's because one of two things. They don't understand it because they know you as the person they grew up with. They know you as that little kid or that little girl, that little boy, and they're just confused, like, how could you do this? Or it's something so abnormal that they don't see people doing it. Whether it's a business, maybe you're the first person they ever known to want to be an entrepreneur. So all they know is working regular jobs. They don't know any entrepreneurs. So they don't see how they can help you. They don't understand it. They don't get it. It's not that they're hating on you or they don't want to see you win. They just don't get it. Or the latter is that they hating. I mean, that's always an option. They hating and you're doing something that they can't do. Or they think they are supporting. They don't really know how to support you. And if you don't express to people what you want or what you need from them when you're doing this time in your business or your entrepreneurship or whatever goal you're trying to get to, if you don't express to people what you need from them, you can't expect them to do it. I mean, sometimes some things they should just be able to do on their own, you may feel like, or maybe you see them supporting other people and they're not supporting you. You just, chalk that up to the game. Because guess what? When you get there, you're going to have a bunch of people that you don't even know. So many people that you can't even thank for supporting you. And you got to look at it like that. Because when you own, here they come. Here they come. Okay, you guys, that is it for this week's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. And I hope this gives you guys some motivation to stay the course. Don't give up. Keep trying, keep going. You guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a little motivation to start your week. And I will catch you guys next Wednesday with another upload. But in the meantime, make sure you check me out Wednesday. Come to this channel on Wednesday. I'm posting a hair video. Something. I don't really know the order in which these videos are going out, but something will be posted on my channel on Wednesday. So make sure you guys are subscribed, that notification bell is on, and thumbs up this video. And if you have any ideas on any type of content that you want to see from me, any ideas on things that you want to talk about, make sure you leave it in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time. Peace.